Hello, this is Mr. Zhang from Visa in Korea. Today's topic is very sensitive, but a lot of F27 and F271 visa holders really want it, right? So the check today's topic F7 visa working permit, and it is kind of breaking news. And working as simple jobs allowance. Wow, what is that means, right? Wow, the first one I want to say, wow. What is that? Is wow meaning is but actually, you know that after 7 visa holders and can work at a professional field. You know that, right? I made a lot of videos regarding this, and also I delivered a lot of information about F27 and F271 previously, and the F27 and the spouse F2 the 71 only they can work at a professional field. And such as E1 and E, the 7 visa field, but usually, right? So if you're working at just a simple job is a kind of a element, elementary and working, right? Is in Korean is 단순 노무, right? Simple jobs like a restaurant, the staff or something like this, right? It is not actually is not allowed to do that, right? But I'm not sure when exactly this is the simple the working and has indicated it, but based on my understanding, it from December 20, December 1st, I think. Wait a minute. The based on my understanding is when the visa criteria has changed, right? So I think it's starting from the December 1st, 2020. So it affects a lot of the point system and based on like income, monthly income. This is a very critical. The lot of the foreign residents and the living in Korea are the were the shocked because of this new rule that changed. But today's topic is working. So, but you must check that what is that the working, right? Is the working activities, right? But actually, this is 취업 활동, but official English version of enforcement decree of the Immigration Act has indicated it just a job seeking the activity, but this is the same meaning as the working activities. Okay, so. But when you see that Article 23, employment and status of stable aliens, right, on the enforcement decree of the Immigration Act, that is a presidential decree. And Article 23 and paragraph 1 status a state that entitles an alien to engage in job-seeking activities. Job-seeking, I said already, there is a 취업 활동 and the working activities or job activities. It doesn't matter. Under Article 18 and the paragraph 1 of the Act means our Immigration Act, okay? But sometimes the immigration contract, it doesn't matter. They shall be such a status of stay as short-term employee C4 in attached table 1. And the 14, professor through 22, the maritime crew, and 29, work and visit in attached table 1, 2. That one is, there is a presidential decree in the table 1, this is a short term, and visit visa, like within 90 days. So, and the table 1, 2 is a long term. It means somebody who applied for the ARC, but this name has changed into the residence card, but ARC, resident registration card. If you register and you have a valid and the visa type such as E1, something like this. There are like a 91 days and the status of stay, and there are lots of the visa types on the 1-2 of the the Enforcement Decree of the Immigration Act. There are several types. So, and the one as the short term, but you can stay in Korea within 90 days, but over 91 days, and you can stay and you can get your ARC after this. So this and the table 1-2, and this is indicated it. So that one means the professor. There are the several and the visa types, but there is a working in the visas has indicated it, and then the Enforcement Decree of the Immigration Act and table 1-2 and E1 visa 2 E10 and H and work and visit 82, the Korean, overseas Korean, right? That work only can did it. But this is a H2. This is the main critical things, right? H2, there are the several of the jobs and the categories just for the simple job, right? So H2 and the Korean and overseas Korean only allows the simple in the jobs, and there is many that which kind of the simple jobs and H2 visa holders can work. Why I just explained about the H2 and the E1 to E10 and H2 and the H2 the simple job and E9 and non-professional worker and the E10 is some and the maritime crew members. So H2 and out of this working and the visa on the table 1-2 and H2 and the E9 and E10's working fields are just simple jobs. Okay, this is indicated like that. So most important thing, everybody knows that E1 to E7 visa field, right? E1 professor, E2 English instructor, and E3 researcher, and through E7 and specific activity visa. Everybody knows that this is a professional visa, right? But the important thing is a simple job. So simple job will be, and it's indicated that H2 and E9 and E10. This is the most important thing. Because of it's a paragraph 2, notwithstanding and paragraph 1, even 1, only can work the kinds of visa holders can work. None of the following persons. This means it shall be subject to the restrictions on job-seeking activities. Job-seeking means I said already, working activities, right? And based on the classification of status of states specified in attached to table 1 and 1 and 2. But you're just focusing on 1 and 2. It's just the long-term visa. It means you can get ARC. And out of just the table 1-2 and H2 and the E9 and E10, it is a simple jobs and the workers. It means in the paragraph 2, but if you have in the below this kind of the visa type, no restrictions on working. It means it including in a professional job. I said already professional job professional jobs and and the simple and the jobs. Okay, so one of these individual holders, and but usually there is a individual type there, right? But even though there are the visual types and you only can work at the specified job categories based on your visual types. But if you have one of those F2 visuals and you can work and even like a professional field as well as in the simple jobs. There is a I means there is a F2, a 7 and spouse F271. The based on the presidential decree, this is the enforcement decree of the Immigration Act, Article 23 and paragraph 1 and item 2, item 1. Based on this, and F27 and F271 visa holders can work and at the professional field as well as in the simple jobs. But the manual on the immigration, they only allows for the F27 and F271 visa holders at the professional field, even though in the enforcement decree of the Immigration Act, Article 23 and the paragraph 2, item 1 has indicated it can work even simple jobs. So in this case, right, Article 23 and the paragraph 1 and the item 2, right? And the F27, F2, the 71 allows and the professional work, usually E1 and E7 with the field, and simple work. Simple work is sometimes elementary work. Sometimes this okay, wait a minute. Okay, and unskilled or non-professional. Okay, this is a can translate into 단순 normal. Okay, so I said already, the based on the item 2 and paragraph 1 and the Article 23 of the Presidential Decree of the Immigration Act, and based on this and the paragraph F27 and F271 can work professional working field as well as simple work, but there is no a guideline cannot allow. So finally, I just asked to the headquarters of the Immigration Act, immigration, the service regarding that. Why, even if there is some of the indication about the indication, right? Even if our Article 23 and even though it has indicated it, F7, F7, and F71 can work. But what happened? So finally, in the July tomorrow, 2022, F27, F71 visa holders can work at simple job field. It means can work at a simple job, but you must know that except for some karaoke in the place or something bars, etc. That kind of things that I mentioned on my Facebook page, as you can see. But actual simple work, it is okay. Okay. So based on the H2 and the visa field. But as I said already, I already posted on the simple job with jobs and Facebook page and as well as the YouTube channel. And you can work at the field, right? Work at the field from tomorrow. But that information will be released in the few days or a few weeks later then. But I have this one. From the headquarters, from the immigration service. After my petition, some of the information that has indicated it. So July 1st, tomorrow, you can work at a professional field. Don't worry about your current working, like a manufacturing or just agricultural or fishery. It doesn't matter. You can work at that field. But some of the area that you cannot work at, even it is a simple jobs. But if you are working at some of the field, I think that you already violated Immigration Act, like a garage place or something like something not good in a job. You know that. You know that the bars and karaoke you cannot work, but the rest of the work in the simple jobs you can work. So I just explained this is a very important. So I just make it more detail on that the Facebook page, and you can I'll just make it this one. The hope that your this and the breaking news and helps you a lot. Why this is a very important? Because of our after 7 and the spouse in after 71. If it can't work, it doesn't matter about the simple jobs. You can combine and your income together, and you can meet the GNI double. You can apply for the F501 visa. So that's why this is a very, very important and very, very critical. So that's why I just explained this one. So from tomorrow, you can work at just a simple job, even if you have it after 7, after 71. Okay? Okay, this is Mr. Zhang and the visa in Korea. This information I don't want to is give you more helpful. And if you just your final destination staying in Korea is permanent residency F5, right? Is and combining your income and spouse income is the most important to make the GNI double. But if you can work at a simple job, and as well as after 71 visa holders, your spouse can work at a simple jobs, yes, you can find a lot of places to work there. So you can combine. So it means if you combine and you and your spouse and the income for the previous year, it is a very the easy way to get the F5 to meet a GNI double. Okay, this is Mr. Zhang, Visa in Korea. Please share my information and also subscribe our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel, there is no any advertisement, and to the review and watch videos very freely without any inconvenience cause of pop up some of the advertisement. There is no any ads on it, right? So please subscribe us. I want to reach the 10,000 followers within this year. These are almost 6,000 right now. Please help me. Please help me. Help me. Subscribe. Just not need the subscriptions. Okay. See you next time with a more valuable information. Anyway, there is another things for the F7 and the F71. I will inform you later then. There is another breaking news over there. Okay, see you next time. Visa in Korea. Okay, bye-bye.